Tony, starting off from where we left the international break, how did you find today's performance?
Yeah, listen, good. I thought we started really well and then went a goal down, to be honest. We talked about trying to control the game early on. I think we did that. Maybe their first attack, ball fell well. It was a good finish, to be honest. I can't sit here and blame, because we have got people pressing the ball, going out. It sort of goes under their bodies and right in the bottom corner. So I still felt pretty comfortable because we'd started so well and had lots of the ball and in control. Important to score before half time, I think. The sending off, listen, I know I'll get asked about the sending off. I don't know. The referee's right there. The players reacted really as if it was a bad tackle, and generally you can tell by the players' reaction on the pitch. But I genuinely can't sit here or stand here and say, "Oh, that's a definite red card." I didn't really see it, but referee did that. I thought the referee had a difficult first half, particularly today. But goodness me, it obviously helps playing against 10 men, especially in this heat. It was really, really, really hot today. I mean, the dugouts with glass tops is like a greenhouse. It was a really tough day for the coaching staff in the dugout, never mind the players on the pitch. But happy with the points. We put them in the bag. Let's move on to the next one. Really tough one away at Blackburn on Wednesday. So, but yeah, 3 points away from home is always important.
You made some changes at half-time when the game was level, where you threw on a number of attackers, and that seemed to do the trick in the second half too.
I just felt we needed some creativity. I watched for 20 minutes without, with the team that started, and with total respect to Niall, who did a great job for us in the first half. We needed a little bit more creativity, a little bit of individualistic play, which obviously Patrick can do. Patrick, obviously, I've said to you in the past, it's amazing to think we can pick a team without Roberts in it. And yet Abdullah did amazingly well last weekend, and I've scored a brilliant goal today, and Patrick's going to have to be patient at this moment, and yet I thought it was the game against 10 men to bring the extra creativity on at the top end of the pitch, and it obviously panned out. Patrick's got some amazing little touches and clever little 1-2s, and that's what allowed us to open them up second half.
You handed some debuts today, Mason Burstow from the off, Adil Al-Shish in the second half. How do you think they fared?
All did well, I think. Mason's been so hot in training, to be honest, that he's come full of life and energy and wanting to score. He has to learn how we play. It's difficult really. I haven't moaned, I don't think, but I've been questioning that we have had no strikers for 10, 11 months, and yet the team is set in the way they want to play now, and so Mason has to play centre forward and get in the box, but he also has to come and link and join and play and be a part of our build-up, and otherwise we play a man down, and so I thought he did that really well, and got into some good areas. I think he's got still lots to learn of how and where he needs to drop in and get a touch and link the play, and it goes wide, get in the box and hopefully finish off. But generally good. Adil showed us all in training what a good footballer he is, how comfortable he is with the football at his feet. We almost went back to what we'd been doing rather than putting Mir on. We just wanted to keep the control of the game while we could try and finish the game off if we could. So we put him a bit higher up. So he's not a centre forward. But he gives us a level of control. He's a good footballer with the ball. So, and then Hamir at the end should have scored. He's 6 yards out, free header. But keeper makes a save. But they're all coming. It's good. I'm happy for them all. Let's just keep going and training. We've got a difficult game midweek, and we'll see how everybody is after that.
A couple of enforced changes prior to today's game, and Pierre Ekwar obviously coming off in the first half. How are the three of those?
Well, Pierre, it was touch and go whether Pierre was going to play, to be honest. He's got a bad dead leg in training, and then within the first few minutes he got clattered right in the same place, and so it was really, really sore for him. He was suggesting he was struggling and hobbling a little bit, and so I think we needed to just make a change and get, Alex Pritchard coming on. He's not a bad change in my mind, so just drop Job a little bit deeper for that period of the game, and he can do that comfortably. I think Job has the quality and the expertise in his game to play as a 6 or to play as an 8 or play as a 10, and he just dropped a bit deeper. Who else am I talking about? Bradley Dack. It's not a bad one. He's got a slight hamstring niggle. Really, it's not a strain. He's hoping to be ready for Wednesday. Let's wait and see. He'll need to train on Tuesday if he's got a chance to play on Wednesday night. So that's Pierre, that's Dacky. The other one, Dennis Sirkin, a little bit more of a concern for us. He's picked a hamstring injury up, which is probably going to be a number of weeks, and so it's Niall played today. I toyed with maybe playing Luke at left back and bringing one of the young centre halves in, and yet Luke and Dan Ballard have been so strong this year. I think and today it was amazing against that big guy how experienced Luke looks in the job of when to be physical and when to sit off and drop off, and his game now was very, very good. I thought he was really good today against a really difficult opponent. So we're going to be fine. Apart from Dennis, he's going to take a good few weeks. I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So let's wait and see.
And just finally, as you've already touched on, Blackburn in midweek, another tough game awaits.
Yeah. So obviously I spent 5.5 years at Blackburn, know a lot about their players, and they're good. The coach is coaching football, and he's got good rotations, and he's got good players. He's given some of the younger players a real opportunity as well that have come through the youth ranks that were there sort of bubbling under when I was there, and he's thrown them in. Young Wharton, he's one of the outstanding midfield players in this league, and probably will play in the Premier League at some stage with his talent and his quality. But yeah, a lot of players I know. It's the next game. It's a tough away game. Every game in the Championship away from home is tough, and so Blackburn as a good football team, we'll go there and try and impose ourselves on them and see if we can give them some problems.